Of the English club's pre-season under a new head coach Fabian Hertz, build the brand and maybe even more importantly signing a new one-year contract.
Cùng đến với hiệp thi đấu đầu tiên, màn đối đầu giữa cao thủ Brighton và đối thủ họ là Kashima Antlers. Trong hiệp đấu đầu tiên, cao thủ bên phía Kashima Antlers trong bộ trang phục cây đen sẽ bảo vệ phần sân bên phía tay trái, trong khi đó thì Brighton sẽ bảo vệ phần sân bên phía tay phải màn hình của anh em. Và lúc này để cho chúng ta tiện theo dõi thì cho các web xin phép mang lại đội hình ra.
Selection a strong one though, and it's a strong start from his team. Almost target, and this will be his first involvement. A player that has dominated the build-up to the game. Certainly missed him in the second half of last season after that back injury. Ruled it. And this is better for Brighton as well. All sorts of options in a penalty area here. Good goalkeeping from Hayakawa, who was out quickly. Warner to try and return it. Mitoma in Spain. He's the one that delivers from the dead ball. Hayakawa was battling for it. Does have support arriving as well. Sugai cutting back the cross. Awkward for Van Hekke. Here is Sugai trying to take his chance. Off the bench, 10. Mitoma away, and he will charge after this as well. This one has pushed up here in support of the attack. Was train here at the National Stadium last night to get their bearings. There'll be a Brighton kick off their campaign. Here they come with Mitoma. Might open up for the shot for him. It did. It's deflected. It ends up on the top of the goal. And just for a moment it looked like that might loop the other side of the crossbar. They won it well in the Antlers half of the field. Yuma Suzuki and Samuels. James Milner threading it forward. Minter had made the run, may yet apply the finish as well, and does. Took it beautifully. Yankuba Minte, on his first appearance in Brighton blue and white, scores the first goal of their Japanese tour, announcing himself to his new side supporters that have made this link. Couldn't quite connect with his shot, and now maybe the counter. Here's Mitoma. Loan in Rotterdam with Feyenoord, which included nursing muscle injuries or indeed dealing with a jet lag. Neatly done for Mitoma. Surge of energy from the stands when he gets on the ball. Again, it was well worked, but Hayakawa on the end of it. And Samuels joining in with the attack is one that played the pass. The data model that they have, but the fact is they can't compete next move in their careers. There's Mitoma once more. He's certainly developed as a Premier League player in a couple of years with Brighton. 3 years since they signed him the first. Lovely little flick by Welbeck, wasn't it? Back into the path of Moran. And he's done well here, Suzuki. Still new. There is some space for Brighton as a result of that. This is Mitoma, helped on to him by Heinz Samuels. It might be a back three for Brighton, but those on either side of it. Season in which they played 50 times in total, including the first ever European campaign. Mitoma covering good ground. They did top their group in the Europa League before losing to Roma in the round of 16. Space now for Brighton on the counter-attack with Mitoma. There's Welbeck on the move in the middle. So expected only to feature in the first. Back from Baliba. Oh, and Mitoma is in here, took the extra touch, and support was provided by Minte. Good save by Hayakawa, as it needed to be. Mitoma, lovely first touch this time. Support from Lamptey. Overhit for Welbeck, but Mitoma arriving. Here's Mitoma. Chase on for him, but he will reach it. He will keep it in play. Look to pick out Welbeck, who was rising in the middle. Turned behind by Nakama at the expense of the corner. Brighton again for Mitoma. Wonderful close control initially. It's well worked by the Antlers for Shibase. Well back for Matoma. Matoma. Moran. Well, he did well to keep hold of it, couldn't get his shot away. We are all set for the start of it. So Kashima will work out who's playing where in the course of the context over the next. These are twice caps. Chance on here potentially, but the flag as I thought it might is up. Fuji on at the break for Kashima Antlers. And goes the corner. Two to try and challenge for it, brought down beautifully by Sami Enzo, who doubles the lead in impressive fashion. Well, Jeremy Sami Enzo has been busy this summer. He was away with Ecuador at the Copa America. No holiday for him. Barco battling for it on the far side. I think there may be a further opportunity yet. Brilliantly taken. Yasin Ayari thumps it in for 3-0 Brighton. Well, they've come racing out of the blocks despite the mass changes at half-time. Those that have stepped on have certainly slipped straight into their stride. Emphatic from Ayari. All sorts of space again. And that was very nearly four. Flashed across goal by Kozia Jubri this time. Sami Enzo winning it back well. He had support to this and he has managed to get on the end of it. Did really well, but Kozia Jubri pulled it down very neatly. He's taken over the captain's armband for Kashima Antlers in the second half. Sissima, that they expect him to put his imprint on this team very quickly as Fuji comes forward for his Buonanotte. Kozia Jubri bending one into the corner. And the goals keep coming for Brighton. That's 4-0 now, just beyond the hour. And a first for Kozia Jubri. Been pretty clinical second half, haven't they, when the chances come? And the chances look like they will. And for the spectacular, and that wasn't far away. That's one breaks for Kozia Jubri. Free kick appeals are continuing, but on runs Kozia Jubri to score again. He needed no second invitation. No mistake. 5-0 Brighton. And this is some.
Rồi, dứt điểm và tỷ số được rút ngắn xuống còn 1-5. Rồi, đúng kịch bản thôi. Rồi, hết bàn. Bờ tơ sờ đã nổ và rồi hết bàn rồi.